slow start to start the game. What did you see you guys from the second, third, and on in terms of just the margin? How you guys are going to bounce back?
I thought we did a good job of pushing the pace, getting some stops, and making some shots. You know, it helps a lot. So I thought our team did a good job today of getting the job done.
Josh hit, I think, 9 threes in a row now, going back to the last 3 games. Have you seen anything different from him in terms of shooting-wise, and how does it open up the game for everybody else when the shot is falling?
He's actually shooting it when he's open and not hesitating, so that helps a lot. But he's a special three-point shooter. I think he has to trust himself more, and I think in this recent stretch right now, he's trusting his shot a little more, and it's been rewarding him. We're finding him in his spots and giving him a chance to shoot the ball, and he's shooting with confidence. When he's doing that, I mean, you know, he becomes a 3-level scorer.
6 straight wins for the team. What do you see as the key driving force behind this streak?
I think everybody in this locker room just finding a way to win. You know, even in the bad games where we didn't play our best, we find a way to win, and that's the most important thing in the league. You know, at the end of the day, that all of us leave this locker room with a W.
With some coaches, they'll call timeouts like repeatedly. Other times they'll let teams play through their mistakes and try to figure out when. Just what do you make of when Mike decides to call a timeout? Sometimes it's like these triggers that'll have him call a timeout pretty fast.
You know, it's like today going to be a long walk back to the bench. You know what you're about to hear. So, you know, I think for him, you know, he believes that's going to get us back in tune and back into the game, and you know, he's trusting his coaching instinct. So it's like you said, we won 6 in a row. So it obviously has worked, and you know, we got to do a better job of starting games faster and harder with a better execution level.
You kind of alluded to the team's ability to win games in different ways. How important is that, especially at this point of the season with just a few regular season games remaining?
Yeah, I mean, you know, finding a way to win was our calling card last year, especially in the playoffs. You know, we kept finding different ways to win, and it's important that we, you know, not only regain that identity but also build on that identity as well, because we expect ourselves to be even a better team than last year and what we showed in the playoffs. So for us to do that, we have to build on the good things we did last year, and then the bad things we do, we got to make them good things this year. So it's all about improvement.
You guys played within a half game of Boston. Last night. Look at the standings at all. How important is it for this group to get up to second?
You know, honestly, I'm not even looking at the standings. I didn't even know that. I'm just so focused on this locker room and this team. You know, we can't control, you know, Boston losing, Detroit losing, whoever in the race with us for the top seed is losing. We just got to continue to worry about this locker room, going out there, playing our best, growing as a team, and finding ways to win and giving ourselves a chance. So. You know, respect to our opponents. You know, they've obviously earned their standings. Like, we just got to continue to focus on this locker room, focus on this team, and how we can be better every night.
You now for the Razorbacks?
Man, shout out to Cal. He's doing a hell of a job over there in Arkansas.
Better start. You know, I felt good. You know, I feel like we could have got off to a better start, but you know, I think we did a good job of playing in the flow of things and, you know, coming out with a win.
See anything change when it was 38-38 timeout? You guys kind of ran away with it from there. Anything changed at that point?
No, I just think we had to take a second to kind of regather ourselves mentally and kind of get locked back in, you know, mentally. And I think we did that. We had a good attention to detail and we were able to push out the lead.
Kind of an off-topic, well, kind of an off-topic question, but with Mike, in terms of timeouts, how long did it take for you to, I guess, get an understanding of what kind of plays would lead him to call a timeout in a game?
I don't know. That's for y'all to figure that one out, man. I just play, and I'm not really, you know, I don't think about that at all.
Does that stuff differ from coach to coach, like I guess from Tibbs versus Mike?
I don't know. I think not really. I think all coaches call timeout when y'all playing terrible. Whether that's, you know, I've had 6 coaches, 7 coaches, whatever it is. Yeah. So whenever you're mentally you're not locked in and you don't have a good attention to detail and defensively things are slipping, you know, coaches call timeouts.
Yeah, for you. I mean, 9 threes in a row over your last 3 games. Just what's going on?
I don't. Damn, that makes it seem like I'm a. Yo, JB, he said you made nine threes in a row, dating back like 3 games ago. What's going on? That's low key kind of disrespectful, right?
I ain't really disrespectful.
Yeah. Appreciate you calling me trash, but I don't know. I guess I'm just throwing the ball up there, and unfortunately, it's going in the rim.
6 straight wins for the team. What's been the driving force behind this streak?
I think we're playing our style of basketball. This is a good time to start putting wins together. Obviously, we're preparing for the postseason and preparing to try to make a run. So being able to get these wins, feel good.
Josh, there are times when Mike takes a step back in a huddle and lets whether it's Christian or somebody else run it. I know it's not either common or uncommon, I guess, but just from the player standpoint, is it good to hear different voices in the midst of the game? Like, does that actually do anything for you guys?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it's good to hear different voices. I think there's a sweet spot because you don't want to hear too many voices. But, I think he does a good job of holding guys accountable, but letting other coaches, have our attention and mixing in voices.
I think we came out and maybe played our style. I think they had a decent run where they tied the game back up, but then after that, I think we got the lead and played well with the lead, and didn't look back after that.
When Josh is shooting the three the way he is, what does that open up for the rest of the offense? And then have you seen him do anything different to catch the rhythm that he's had from three lately?
He's been in the gym. He's been working on this game. He's been consistent with it, and so when you're consistent when you work, that's what happens. And so we all know what he's capable of, and he's just go out there and continue to be himself.
When you see a guy like Tyler, he plays in Westchester, then he comes here and he plays today. Obviously, it was fun at the end, but what does that mean to a teammate when you see that kind of effort, two arenas basically?
Yeah, it's tough, and he was able to play well down there, and then came here and continued it. And it's just him being professional, it's him being himself, and so we have a lot of guys on the team with very high character, very good work ethic, and he's one of them. And so that's just who he is.
6 straight wins. What's the driving force behind this streak?
Sticking together, focus on one day at a time, and just getting our minds and body right, and making sure we're on the same page.
When I ask Josh this question, I'd like to know from your vantage point, Mike lets guys, his assistants, jump in the huddles and run them. I know it's not super unique, but from a player perspective, does it help in the midst of games to just hear different voices in that type of capacity?
I feel like it helps us, but also helps the coaches. They get more experience, and they're put in positions where they're leading, and so I think it's all around good for everybody.
Jalen, I think we counted at least 11 players with 8 or more points in this game. What does that say about what this group is capable of offensively?
Yeah, when the ball's hopping, when the ball's moving, we're all making shots, and we just got to continue to play off each other. Continue to focus on one day at a time, and just be prepared going into games.